Well, welcome along to Hong Kong Direct, and the anticipation is really beginning to build towards FWD Champions Day coming up at the end of this month. On this week's show, we're going to delve in to the Japanese angle, but before we do that, here's what you've got to look forward to. So on this week's show, we start with chatting to Cristian Demuro, who's going to be part of Team Japan coming over for FWD Champions Day. And please say that Cristian joins me on the line from France. Cristian, many thanks for taking the time to chat to us. A big meeting coming up in Hong Kong in just over a week's time. And you're going to be a big part of it as well. Two rides for you, one in the sprint and one in the QE2 Cup. First of all, you must be excited to come back to Hong Kong.
Yeah, hello. Thank you so much to call me. And yeah, I'm excited. It's very important meeting, so I'm very happy to be in Hong Kong.
Cristian, you've got the two rides, as I mentioned, obviously both for Japanese interest. If we could start with your ride in the Chairman's Sprint Prize, Aguri. Now, you have ridden this horse before. You've won on him, albeit over a little bit further. What type of horse is he? Do you think he's the right type of horse to bring to Hong Kong for this race?
Yeah, I think because he's very fast, so he's very good horse. And I ride one time in machine and won very easy. So I think it can be okay for Hong Kong.
That win, Cristian, was over a little bit further. Does he give you the feel of a horse that has got the necessary speed? I mean, the horses he will be taking on in Hong Kong, as I'm sure you're aware, are very, very quick and very talented. Do you think he's got enough speed to make his presence felt over this trip?
Yeah, I think he has a lot of speed. He go in front all the time, so he has a lot of speed. And after me, he won a Group 3 very easy. So I think he can be a type for Hong Kong.
Cristian, you obviously have ridden a lot of big race winners. You've won Arc de Triomphe, you've won a couple of French derbies, you've won big races in Japan as well, and obviously Dubai. How important for a rider is it to sort of be riding in Hong Kong? Obviously, that the racing here is so global. Do you see it as quite an important place to ride for a jockey?
Yeah, of course. Everybody looking race in Hong Kong, and there are very good horses, so these two Group 1 ride is very important to ride, and if I can win, for me is very important.
Cristian, your other ride on the card is Geraldina. Now she's got a beautiful pedigree. You've already won a Group 1 on her in Japan. It would be really special to win on her, wouldn't it, given her pedigree? And she was a very impressive winner of the Queen Elizabeth II Stakes in Japan as well.
Yeah, I win the Group 1 this winter in Japan with her, and she was amazing this day. And then I finished third in the Arima Kinen behind Equinox, very good horse. So it's very important for her if she can confirm in Hong Kong for everything for her, and I think she has a lot of quality.
Cristian, you mentioned obviously her win in the Queen Elizabeth, obviously the Arima Kinen over 2,500 metres. Sha Tin, 2,000 metres, quite a quick track. Do you think she's got the necessary sort of speed and stamina to sort of get involved? I mean, obviously we've got Romantic Warrior here and Dubai Honour as a horse I'm sure you would have seen raced as well. It will be a tough race, but do you think she's the right type of horse to try and win this?
Just the things I scare her because she's a little bit slow at the gate, so after she has a stamina, she has a good turn of foot, but the just things is when she come out, she take 100 or 200 meters for hump, and so she's not really fast. So this is just the point. A little bit scared.
Cristian, it's obviously great to have the Japanese horses here. Your brother Mirko has ridden winners here in Hong Kong. I imagine you would like to emulate him as well and ride a winner here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course. Now they give me a lot of chance. The Japanese last year won the Shima Classic, and they have a very good horses at the moment, and where they go, they win in all countries. So it's very important ride for Japanese connection. So I'm very happy, and if I can win, it will be very important.
Cristian, it will be great to see you in action here. We can't wait to see you ride on the 30th of April. Many thanks for joining us, and we wish you very well with your mounts on Champions Day. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Yes, well, many thanks to Cristian. They're great to have him on board for FWD Champions Day. Can't wait to see him in action with many other world-class jockeys. Well, the Japanese, they might have a small team, but a very select one. They've got a couple more runners in the QE2 Cup, and no better man to ask about their chance than Toshi Onokubu of netkeeper.com. And I started by asking him about Danon the Kid.
Yes, correct. He's a 2 years old Group 1 winner over 2,000 meter. And since then, he placed 4 times in Grade 1 races. He's 5 years old. And, last time out, of course, including last year's Hong Kong, it was well beaten and by, fantastic performance by Romantic Warrior. But last time out, he finished in third, very close third in the Osaka High. And, can he get second Group 1 race, in Hong Kong, for his career? It will be interesting to see, and I think his connection is desperate to get his second Group 1.
And I guess as well, Toshi, just regarding the jockey bookings, we've seen this movie before. Vincent Ho riding a Japanese horse in the QE2 Cup. It's worked before. It might well work again, might it?
Yeah, I think so. The best, one of the best local jockey on him. Yeah, it will be interesting to see. And he's actually never been ridden by, I'd call foreign jockey, always Japanese jockey ridden him. And, this time, switched to Vincent Ho, who knows the local racing very well in Hong Kong. So I think it'll be interesting to see this combination.
Yeah, absolutely. Vincent's having a great season, of course, and obviously he's going to ride Golden 60 in the mile, isn't he? Before we talk about pedigrees, Toshi, let's chat about prognosis. Now, Zach Purton has been booked. Talking of local jockeys, obviously none better than Zach, of course. Tell me a bit more about this horse, Prognosis, because he looks like a very interesting runner in this race.
Yeah, correct. He's progressive, 5 years old, rightly raced, only 8 start he made. And last time start, the Kinko, it was his first graded stakes win, Group 2, over 2,000 meter. He got so much talent, I'd say. And this is, of course, first Grade 1 racing to run and, travel to Hong Kong. Again, it's big task, but, definitely he's like unveiled horse in Japan and so progressive. So if he can perform, what he did before in, of course, not Group 1 races, but if he can perform as he is, I think it's very interesting to see.
It could be a good couple of weeks, Toshi, for the connections, because they took the 2,000 guineas recently as well, didn't they?
Yes, correct. The owner Shadai Racehorse got very impressive winner. I mean, definitely the best horse and favorite for the Derby now. The sole audience. Mm-hmm. So this horse is by Deep Impact, and out of Group 1 producer Belder. So he's basically half the boulder. So yeah. It will be really interesting, and of course, he's beaten 3 times out of his 8th start, but when he wins, it looks so easy, and I believe he got Group 1 class.
Well, yeah, I could sense plenty of confidence there about Prognosis from Toshi. So the Japanese, a small team, but a very select one, I feel, coming into Champions Day this year. Let's take a look at the diary. Here's what's coming up in Hong Kong over the next couple of meetings. We've got a Sunday fixture this weekend, back to Happy Valley on Wednesday, and then the big one on the 30th, of course, the Chairman's Sprint Prize Champions Mile and the QE2 Cup, all Group 1. And there will be live track work shows Wednesday, Thursday and Friday leading up to that meeting. So head across the website hkjc.com for any information you require regarding that. But as we leave you on this week's edition of the show, we're going to continue that Japanese and QE2 Cup theme with a little bit of Italian flair as well. Umberto Responsibly was the man on board rulership when winning the QE2 Cup in 2012. Enjoy this. Many thanks for watching, and we look forward to your company again very soon. Goodbye.
Feifei, the Derby winner, will turn for home with a narrow margin on Treasure Beach, has been called upon from Spencer. White's come off the fence and Responsibly takes the run on the Japanese runner Rulership, and Rulership races to the lead and kicked away from Feifei and Treasure Beach. Zidane runs on the fence, then Pure Champion, Irian thumbs up and California Memory, but away goes Rulership. He's destroying his rivals in the QE2 Cup. Zidane thumbs up and California Memory, Sweet Orange when it's all over, but Responsibly takes out the QE2 Cup on rulership.